Okay, continuing from pause. I'm going to go with one of my. I lived in Mexico for 5 years and tons of highs and lows. But I'm just going to go to one of the stories that's on memory is way better than the actual night of it. But still, here we go. All right, so I've been through a few common law relationships, but this was actually the first one that was pretty much ending in Mexico. I've been with this very nice lady, and we've been together about 8 years and 8.5 because we basically ended at 9. Anyhow, so we were doing one of our separating things in Mexico, and I will backtrack this story someday in another story to explain how we got down to Mexico. But so we're down there living, and I was there for, well, we're both there for over 5 years. And so this would be probably in around the 4th year, the 3.5 years in. So we were kind of on the outs and starting to live separately, although we still, looked in and looked after each other in all forms. We said hello, we shook hands. So anyways, so I was feeling a little down, I had a failed marriage, and that was about 20 years, and here I am having a failed common law. I was down there, and I was went down there because of health, and ended up having a couple of years on the beach, and then starting to work in real estate and stuff, and selling some homes to survive and stay there longer. And so when we were having this out, or this particular bad time between us, I had heard of a rave that was going on a beach just outside of the town I lived in was Sayulita, and it's north of Puerto Vallarta. Many people probably know about it, and if you don't, just Google it. It's a beautiful place. So anyways, I'm going to this rave, and I've never been to a rave ever, and it's it's kind of a secluded area where it is too. I mean, it's part of the reason they are having it there. So I guess, the raves, I guess they have the money to put on, bring in generators and things like that, because I don't believe there's any power hookups near this beach. You literally got to go through a river, drive through a river. Yeah, I know, environmental my house, right? Drive through a river to get to this particular beach. So I said, I'm just going to go and unload. And, when you're in Mexico, you got to be kind of careful, obviously, with, what you do and how you do it. And I'm usually pretty good. But this is one of those nights I wasn't too smart, and I like to think it happens to us all. Maybe it only happens to me. So I grab a couple big bottles of wine just for myself, and literally, one under the arm, and guzzling one as I go. And I bummed a ride over there because I didn't want to have my car down there. To worry about it. I knew I was going to be trying to drive out in the middle of the night through the jungle, because the river is through a jungle to the main road, which is kind of a side road, be like a boony road here to get you back to town. So, I knew there'd be enough people that I'd probably catch a ride back with someone. Again, I've been there for a few years and people knew who I was. And that actually comes up to be a very important point in my story. So anyway, so I'm going to this rave, and I get there, and I'm just enjoying myself and walking along, and I'm feeling sorry for myself, but getting the wine in me, I'm feeling less sorry for myself. The music's blaring. There's hundreds and hundreds of people, dancing and yes, doing other things like smoking up and stuff like that. There was drinkers too, like me. So everyone's having a good old time. So then as the hours go by, I think because, I kind of came on my own, but, I knew I needed to be on my own, maybe not at the rave though, but be on my own just because I was, down. No one needs to be around a downer. I don't like being around downers, and I was kind of a mood, like my life sucks. Here's my life sucks, is I got 2 bottles of wine on the beach with a whole bunch of people running around skimpy next to nothings. Actually, at some points of the night, nothings. Like, oh, my life is sad. Yeah, I look back on it right now. I'd go there in a second. So anyways, things flashing, so I don't know if it's going to quit on me or not.